I love my shadow aspects. I do. Actually, like, I appreciate them and I am grateful for them because without them, I wouldn't be to the depth that I am as a person. Even the shadow part that I've integrated and healed to be one with me inside, it wouldn't be able to be that deep and that vast. I wouldn't be able to feel that profoundly if I hadn't experienced the shadow in that depth. And so I'm just, it's something to be grateful and appreciative about. Like like I even me, like I've tried to shy away from my shadow side, and I've tried to ignore it, distract, just say, oh yeah, I'm healed on this side, I didn't, blah, 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 blah. But that's it's trying to avoid something that's a part of you, and that's just like I said once, it's unwise to do so. But the shadow side makes us who we are. And if you can be proud of who you are deep down, you do good, your intentions are good, you don't mean any harm on anyone, you know who you are as a person, then don't shy away from your shadow side. Don't avoid it. Don't distract from it. Welcome it really. And it's hard. It really is. It really is. Because shadow brings up fear and anxiety and worry and doubt and all the negative things. That's the shadow side. But if you can face it, be courageous, be brave, and be able to face those things, the things that make you feel negative, and go, okay, it makes me feel negative for a reason. What is it? Why is it? You know what I mean? And then once you heal whatever that is, once you figure that out and heal it and integrate it, it makes you even stronger. It makes you even more. You have more depth. You have more. Like the way that you can feel for others, have empathy for others, compassion for others, it grows, it expands, it becomes more, and which makes you become more, and that is awesome. That is really cool. That makes your capacity and your capability and your potential, and that's something to be proud of. And so it's like just to keep that in mind with shadow, because it's hard to with shadow. It is, like that's actually why we're so cool, is because we have shadow and light, and then we put it together, and we have the decision to be either, you know and to have that choice to be either, but to have that power of both and own both. I don't know, it makes me grateful. It does. Don't get me wrong, like I still deal with shadow too. Like that's what I mean. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to balance this stuff out, and keep yourself in balance. That's like the main thing, is because we have shadow and as yin and yang, it has to be maintained. A balance has to be maintained, which means you got to keep it in check. So shying away from it, avoiding and distracting from it, does not help. It makes you fall over into the shadow side even more. Then you become imbalanced. Then it's harder to be as strong as you can be. The more balanced you are, the stronger you are. And so you have to keep yourself in check. Me too. Like every day, man, I got to keep myself in check. Like make sure I'm being honest with myself, accountable with myself. Like, is this how you? Hey, hey, hey. Like, because I know where it goes if I don't do that. Like I know where I can go. I know how my life can go. I know how I can feel if I don't keep myself in check. You know what I mean? For real. And it's not fun. It isn't. That's something that I can do. I can see things over a long period of time. I can see the patterns and stuff like that, and see where things become wasteful for oneself. Like for me, I mean, like keeping up with the behavior of comfort or familiarity that actually just ends up costing me in the end, because I don't do anything but just be comfortable and familiar, but I don't progress, and I don't get anywhere. I just sit in the same spot, and then I'm like, so, but I could see that and go, wait a minute, this isn't helping me then. This is that decision that's leading to this and keeping me like that. No, 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 I don't like that, you know? And so then those are the things that I got to keep myself in check. Once I've identified those, I got to remember, I got to keep that like that until you practice it enough where it becomes second nature. Everything has to be practice. You know what I mean? We can't assume that one and done, we're just going to get it. We're conditioned kind of species. And plus anything worth learning is something you got to practice anyway, honest to God, or you wouldn't have started practicing it in the first place. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have thought it worth trying in the first place. But if you think that you can master it in one go, and you get upset because you can't, well, that's just illogical. And you got to give yourself that credit. You know what I mean? Like that the things that are worthwhile, the worth learning, are the things that you got to practice anyway. So, but yeah.